Well, at what point did that shift occur?
Honestly, over the last couple years, it's funny, like this one guy I was seeing, I freaked out on him when I was still very far left and feminist and man-hating, and because he told me he listened to Jordan Peterson, and I'd only heard little bits of Jordan Peterson, and I was like, you asshole. I was drunk. I went on a tirade for 3 hours, just shouting at him, and I don't know why he listened. But anyway, then one day I was like, I'm going to listen to Jordan Peterson, just see what he's saying. I started
And let's pause for a second. Now, how do you define feminism? And if you're a Christian woman or even a Christian man, how do you define feminism? Do you think that it is a matriarchy, or is it, something that can coexist with the patriarchy? And what is the patriarchy? That's what we're here to talk about. But can a Christian woman be a feminist? That's really what we want to figure out here. And can a feminist be a good Christian? All right, but anyway, let's listen.
listening to more right-wing people, and I started listening to like different voices than what I'd heard for so long, and I was like, dang, I actually agree with them on some things. And over time it just sort of shifted, and I really opened my eyes up. So I just listened to different perspectives than what I was fed for
I think
so
that's
long.
extremely important. I think you did the thing that most people will not do, whether you're on the right or the left. It's reasoning through that. I think most people don't do that.
Well,
so
like I lived in
kudos to
a
you.
what do you call it? It's just everything was coming back to me. It was only what I wanted to hear.
Tunnel vision.
Yeah.
Yes,
You lived in your own bubble.
In my own bubble. And so it was just every idea I had was reinforced by that worldview.
Mm-hmm.
And when I finally stepped outside that worldview, I was like, oh, dang it. There's different opinions that maybe are right on some things, and maybe I'm doing things, because certainly my relationships weren't working out. So it just reevaluated everything. And even listening to this podcast, like it's just been growing since then. So.
All right, second question, something to think about. How does feminism impact marital relationships? Is it a benefit to marriage? Does it strengthen the nuclear family, or does it destroy and cause division? Something to think about. And then, later on, we're going to talk about the origins of feminism, modern feminism. I think feminism started a long time ago, but it's just really taken off in a different way and has impacted even the Christian home. So,
Yeah. I think it's important to listen to people you don't know. I think it's a phenomenon with Jordan Peterson in particular. He even says he doesn't think he's right wing. He's just kind of an intellectual.
Critical thinking.
He's a critical thinker, hates communism, loves the free market, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't know about free market, but he loves like freedom in general over security.
Well, I've been listening to like Michael Knowles, Ben Shapiro, all of that stuff.
Well,
just different voices.
I definitely don't agree with all of those.
Yes.
But I guess coming back to the topic of feminism, it's trying to take a critical evaluation of all sides of people who are pro-feminism, anti-feminism. What is the reasoning behind it, and thinking about that?
Yes.
What are the negatives I see play out in our society that generally has kind of swung towards the, hey, let's push feminism and see what happens?
Yes. Well, I felt for a long time like I had to think like a man and behave like a man, especially in regard to relationships, or else I wouldn't succeed. If I just didn't put my feelings first, if I just tried to like have fun and fool around, and then I found, I don't operate like a man because I'm not a man, and it's actually doing me a disservice to try to be a man. And
okay, so what is your perspective? Please leave a comment. I just want to understand, are men and women equal? What makes us the same? What makes us different? Is equality even a possibility? From my perspective, a man is a man, a woman is a woman. A man equals a man, a woman equals a woman. So I don't think equality is possible. I think what needs to be understood is that we're equally valuable, but we're certainly different. And so what feminism does, it blurs the lines and it causes us to step on each other's toes. And you got women, hating the idea of being a woman. And it appears to me that they think being a woman is beneath them and they need to try to be a man. And so I think that causes a lot of problems in relationships and marriages. It causes war. And so either the man is going to submit to the woman or the woman is going to submit to the man. You can't have two heads in the same kingdom or the same organization. Somebody has to play the lesser and the feminine role. So, biblically speaking, we know that the man was not created for the woman, but the woman was created for the man. And the man represents Christ, and the woman represents the church. So, imagine if the church thought that it was equal with Christ. And I think that's where we have what we have a lot today are churches who are rebellious and they're pretty much writing their own laws and doing their own thing, and they're not submitting to the will of the Father because they think they're equal to his son.
That's why, like, my whole attitude has changed, because I realized, like, everything I did for so long was not working for me, and it was all colored by this worldview. And I was very angry when I was far left, super feminist. I could not listen to men. I could not listen to anybody other than myself.
So. We can definitely get into that. Let's move on to the move on to the next person. And then we'll definitely dive more into that. No, it's okay.
So I don't know the difference between Eastern and Western feminism.
Honestly, I don't really.
But I do identify with a traditional feminist versus a modern feminist.
So, like,
I believe,
first wave.
I believe in, like, equity. I believe that, women should have rights. They shouldn't be property. They should have the right to vote.
So
things
you mean
like that.
equality,
the suffrage.
not equity.
Yeah, not equality. Equality and equity are different. So equity is more of like, we're contributing, but we also contribute in different ways. So, for example, if I'm the second income of the household, but I'm also a mom, and a homemaker, that's also contributing. So I
just want to understand, how can a woman be a homemaker, be a mom, take care of the kids, the house, and be the second income? So this idea that women have become all powerful and they have the ability to do all things, I think has made a lot of women suffer a whole lot of headache that they didn't have to suffer, a lot of stress. Women are stressed out, man. And even Christian women are really stressed out, just carrying a lot of weight, trying to do it all, trying to be a man and a woman at the same time. And it just doesn't work well. It just causes destruction, frustration, and there's no order. So anyway, you can let me know your comments. I think this girl is really confused.
shouldn't be expected to pay 50% of the bills, for example. But I can contribute if needed, right? That's equity versus equality. Equality is like 50-50 down the middle.
Well, I think equality, classically defined by most people who talk about this, is equal opportunity versus equal outcome. Equality being equal opportunity, and then equity being equal outcome. So when two people are in a game, equality means they have the same starting line. So it's determinant upon the effort that the person puts in to where they end up, versus equity, which is we are going to try to analyze each person individually, set them at different starting lines so that they end in the same place.
So I'd love to get your feedback. So do you think we're in a better position as a whole in society? Are we in a better position in relationships and marriage with feminism? Has feminism added value to the home, or has it caused destruction? Has it caused division? Has it, caused all hell to break loose? Or is it a good thing? should a Christian woman be a feminist? Can a Christian woman be a feminist and still respect the order of God? God over man. Sorry, God over Christ, God over man, man over woman, woman over children. Um, can a feminist be a Christian that believes that the head of the woman is the man? Um, does that mean that that woman does not believe that Christ is the head over the church? Because the marital relationship represents Christ in the church. So just leave your comments, like, subscribe. I appreciate it. Gonna continue the conversation. Try to get a video uploaded every single week. Appreciate all your support. Thank you so much.